Yeah, the Joe Flacco run was outstanding and such a fun
Oh, I
time.
loved it.
But the Texans, I mean, CJ Stroud looked like he belonged there, like he's been playing in the playoffs for the last 10 years. And it was.
Yeah, I mean their defense too shut down the Browns' offense, which has been lighting up all season.
Mm-hmm.
Amari Cooper played; they had everyone going that they normally have, minus their fourth and fifth string tackle. But I mean, they were lighting. I mean, they could not do anything after that second quarter. Yeah, shut
Well,
down.
here's the deal. Regardless of what happened in that first game, one of those big key stats for me was 0 sacks and how Myles Garrett was completely eliminated. That is something that I think is going to be completely different this week because the Ravens are one of the best teams in the league when it comes to mixing up their pass rushes and disguising and having the linebackers come into blitz or having Kyle Hamilton or one of their corners even come in and blitz. And they haven't had to rely on one guy to produce pass rush this whole season. And they've had everyone doing it. They even got Jadeveon Clowney. He's in a good mood. He just got his $1 million bonus or whatever. So
Yeah, really. Little
I
dance.
I think the 2 weeks between games is going to be a massive advantage for Baltimore here, more so than it might for another team because the way that their pass rush is going to be able to have fresh legs and be hungry and be able to make as big an impact as they're going to, in my opinion, is a major advantage for me. What about some of your big time pregame takeaways?
So honestly, I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I know the Ravens defense has been great, but they're in that same part as the CJ Stroud shredded them. I mean, he doesn't back away in big games. In college against Georgia, he was phenomenal. Ohio State, he was phenomenal. For the most part, Ohio State. Or wait, Michigan.
He was on Ohio State.
He was on Ohio State. He played big in the biggest games. He's played well as a Texan in the biggest games, winning it in. He balled out against the Colts, advanced against the Browns' top defense. He balled out. I don't think the Ravens are going to face him as much as some people might think.
Well,
However, Lamar Jackson is fantastic, so I think the Ravens will win this game. But I don't. This doesn't feel like a blowout to me. This doesn't feel like CJ Stroud is going to shrivel down and score 10 points. The Ravens defense is good. So is the Browns defense. The Colts defense honestly was pretty good. CJ Stroud does not care. He will throw crossbody to his tight end 30 yards downfield. It does not matter. He's
well,
fantastic and he'll shred anyone.
for me, it's the fact that the Ravens' game plan here is going to be all about how can they make him feel like a rookie again. Because week one, when they played, we've got a few regular season matchups this week. Week one, the Ravens beat them 25-9, and they made CJ Stroud throw the ball 44 times.
This was his first start, though.
I know it was his first start, but I think that Harbaugh and that Ravens defense, giving them 2 weeks to think of any possible way to dial up these pressures and disguise their coverages, I think they can make Stroud look like a rookie again for at least part of the game. I don't think he's going to have that domination that he had in the last couple of weeks. And I know you said you see a high scoring game. I don't see that high scoring of a game here to this.
What do you think's going to happen? What's your score prediction?
I've got Ravens 30, Texans 16. And they might
I
not
have like
get
a
30, but I don't see the Texans putting up fireworks like they did this week, even with how crazy Stroud went.
I don't know. I mean, the Texans just have so much momentum right now, and also you can't forget their defense is going crazy right now. Regardless of how great Lamar is, you can't ignore how great their defense is playing.
That's
Additionally,
the defense has been great, but you look at
great.
this game, you say I just don't think they get 2 pick sixes off Lamar. I think Lamar is less
No, of course
turnover
they don't.
prone.
But they beat the Browns by 30. Let's not act like they played a close game with the Browns. It was a blowout. I stopped watching. It was a playoff game, and they blew the doors off the Browns.
I
I
just
mean,
don't. Yeah, but a
I'm
lot
not.
of that was because of the turnover margin. And I don't think the Ravens are going to allow even a gasp of air when it comes to like being loose with the ball.
I disagree. I think the Texans and CJ Stroud is so much better than they were at the beginning of the season.
I agree, obviously. I just don't think
I think
that.
this is a close game.
Okay, what's your score prediction?
I think the Ravens win 31-24, and I think it's one of those like game-winning drive type of situations. I don't think this is like Like there's the 31-24 where it's like they're down by 14, then they score at the end, and then there's the game-winning drive where it's back and forth the whole game. I think it's that version. I think both CJ Stroud and Lamar ball out. I just think the Ravens have more talent. Lamar is more better. Sure. Also, you got to remember the Ravens in the playoffs recently have been terrible. Lamar has not played great in the playoffs. They've looked shaky in the playoffs the last couple of years. And I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but I'm saying it's something to consider playing a juiced-up Texans team.
Fair enough. I think this is the Ravens' year personally, but
I mean,
we'll see if they can.
I'm rooting for them, but we'll see.
Thanks for watching Neutral Zone Reaction with Brady Hannon and Jules Bergman. Make sure to catch our other videos and live streams on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and Audible.
We hope you enjoyed and can't wait to talk football with you next time.